In photography, if you lose the light, you lose the frame. When I lost my sense of smell, I spent months training my brain, trying to recognize the highlights and shadows of my collection until the picture was complete again. Hi guys, hi friends, I'm Sandra and welcome back to my channel where we look at the art, the notes and the soul of a scent. As an artist and photographer, I like to explore art in all its forms. And it's like I went from capturing visuals to capturing scents, if that makes any sense. So it's like a shift from an external observation to an internal sensory experience. So my olfactory journey began when I had lost my sense of smell, and I started exercising my brain. I started taking the fragrances in my collection, spraying them on my hand, watching reviews, looking at the notes, trying to remember the scent and trying to pick up what I can. I kept doing that time after time, fragrance after fragrance, and month after month until I got my nose back. And I have to say, I was very happy, very euphoric when that finally happened. I thought I would never smell a rose again, and now I have my nose back and I couldn't be much happier. Not long after that, I started diving into the Middle Eastern world of perfumes, which I have to say is amazing. And I got to learn more about maturation, where you take a new bottle, spray it like 8 to 10 times and put it away, let it sit in a cool, dry place so it maturates and ages and becomes the gem, the scent it's supposed to be. And I have to say, there's a wow factor about that. The patience, and the time you take waiting for that fragrance to evolve and thrive into what's supposed to be, and being wowed by it after that is like a whole experience. So today I wanted to review with you guys some of the perfumes that got me hooked at the very beginning of my scent journey. And we'll start by talking about my first loves, the Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana dupes, or inspired by fragrances. So we're gonna start by talking about my very first Middle Eastern fragrance, which is Eclaire by LATTAFA. I don't know if you, oh sorry, that's the way. Eclaire by LATTAFA. So, the top notes for Eclaire, oh my god, are caramel, milk and sugar in the top. In the mid you have honey and white flowers, and in the base you have praline, musk and vanilla. The yummy vibe. This is a dessert in a bottle. It smells like a warm, freshly baked caramel, like a cake drizzled with honey and caramel, and it's dense and lactonic. It's giving a caramel frappé kind of vibe, or like a bakery scent that feels like an edible, cozy hug, if you may. My artist take on that, I describe it as being the thickest oil paint on my olfactory canvas. It's rich, saturated, and unapologetically sweet. So, I forgot to tell you. So the projection on this one is strong, and the sillage is enormous, and the lasting power is enormous as well. It's beast mode. Like it's 8 to 12 hours to me on my skin and on clothes. Alright, so this was Eclaire by LATTAFA. So, next in my lineup and my first loves is one of my favorites, and it's Vanilla Voyage by Maison Asrar. So this is beast mode. This is an ambery take on the Bianco latte. So the top notes are caramel and butter in the top, honey, tonka bean and jasmine in the mid, and you have vanilla, amber and musk in the base. While Eclaire is cakey, soft, lactonic, Vanilla Voyage is more buttery and beast mode. It's a kind of lick your fingers kind of vanilla. There's a whole, I want to say it's less milky and it's more like ultra condensed, dense, rich toffee, or like a rich vanilla frosting with caramel situation happening here. And it's a very beautiful ambery take on the Vanilla Voyage. On the Bianco latte. This lasts days on clothes, and it's perfect for those who want their scent trail to linger like a long exposure photograph. So, the projection on this one is very strong. The sillage is also very strong, and the lasting power on this is beast mode. It's like from 8 to 12 hours minimum, and I have to wash it off. Like if I spray this at night and wake up the next day, it's still there and it's still projecting on me. I don't know about you guys, but to me, to my nose, and on my skin, that's what happens. Alright, so this was Vanilla Voyage by Maison Asrar. Next, we're gonna talk about the addiction. I don't know if you all know Sugar Addict by Born to Stand Out. Well, this is a dupe. It's an inspired by fragrance to that particular fragrance, and it's none other than Artisan Ethnique by LATTAFA. So guys, this is a very sexy gourmand, alright? It's like boozy and it's spiced, and in the opening you get hit with like this, you get hit with the rum and the sugar, and it feels like a sophisticated a sophisticated holiday cocktail. Sorry for that. The coffee and cacao in this fragrance add depth, and it gives like a darkness, a dark cupcake gone wild complexity to it. And you guys, this is very niche level, you guys. This is very niche level. You have to at least put your nose on this one. Really. If you don't want to get it, don't, but just try and smell it and sniff it, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So the projection on this one is strong, the sillage is strong, and this is beast mode, as I mentioned. It's very beast mode. So it's a very complex, dirty vanilla that is both loud and smooth and very refined. Alright, so my artist's take on that is that this isn't just, oh my god, this isn't just a sweet scent. It's a high contrast fragrance. The darkness that the cacao, the coffee and the rum provides make the sugar pop out. This was Artisan Ethnique by LATTAFA. So my next category is the ethereal dream fragrances, and I got two for you in this category. I don't know if you know Blanche Bête by Liquide Imaginaire. Both of these fragrances are inspired by Blanche Bête. They both have this milky, angelic DNA going on. So we're gonna first talk about Her Confession by LATTAFA. Look at this bottle. Some people really don't like this bottle. I find it to be very artsy, I like it. I like it a lot, but let's talk about the juice. Oh Lord. So, for the notes, you got mystical accords and cinnamon in the top, jasmine, tuberose, and incense in the heart, vanilla, tonka, and musk in the base. This is so ethereal, alright? This is a milky tuberose. It's a creamy, white, fuzzy musk with the hint of spice and incense. It's lactonic, creamy, elegant, mysterious, ethereal, and it's a scent that leans into a softer, more floral profile than the original Blanche Bête. It focuses more on the atmosphere and florals than the literal gourmand milk in the OG. It's slightly sweeter and more balmy than the original, and I call this the ethereal floral escape. The cinnamon in this fragrance adds warmth to this fragrance. It's not like in your face cinnamon, it's just, it like adds depth and like warmth to the fragrance that makes the white flowers feel more fuzzy than sharp, if you may. So I see this as a white noise scent. It's always there, perfectly balanced, and incredibly calming. So this was Her Confession by LATTAFA. Alright, you guys. So the second fragrance in this category, in the ethereal dream Blanche Bête DNA, is Grecia, or Grecia, I don't know how to pronounce it, by French Avenue. Alright, you guys, so for the notes. So in the top, you got milk and ambrette. In the mid, you got tuberose, jasmine, and incense. And in the base, you got vanilla, musk, tonka bean, and cacao. While Her Confession focuses more on the florals, the jasmine and the tuberose, Grecia is often sought for its closer focus on the milky lactonic core of the Blanche Bête DNA. If Her Confession is a floral escape, this one with a balmy finish, Grecia captures that warm, sweetened milk purity that defines the Blanche Bête DNA. The cacao note here is not like a dark chocolate bar. It's more like a texture note. It acts as a texture note, keeping the milk from being too watery and more lactonic, and giving it a dusty, powdery cacao finish that feels very, very high end. And I really enjoy both of these. So, as a photographer, I see this as a soft focus. Everything is blurred, white, and creamy. So the projection on this one is moderate, the sillage is strong, and the lasting power is strong. I have to tell you, I have had these for a long time, so they have had the time to sit and maturate. So this is why most of them are beast mode or strong. This one is maybe the least strong between all of them, but it still has its potential, and I love all of them. If you had to choose between these two, Grecia and Her Confession, I would say go with Grecia if you want that photorealistic, warm, milky skin scent that feels like a cozy hug, and go with Her Confession if you want that dreamy, white floral cloud that is a bit sweeter and more elegant and ethereal. Your choice. Anyway, you guys, thank you for following me on this scent journey. If you tried any of these, let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. Have you tried any of these? Would you want to purchase any of these? Which one do you prefer? And if today's blend resonated, please hit like, subscribe, and share this scent. And by the way, you guys, you can get all of these, and I mean all of these scents. Alright, all of these. All of these are under 50, under 30 in some cases, because where I live, it's way cheaper than in the United States or Europe, I think. So you can get all of these babies and you wouldn't even reach the price of one of the fragrances I mentioned they were duping. So if you don't want to pay $200, $300, you can pay 30, 40, you know, and sometimes even less if they have special discounts and offers. So that's what I wanted to tell you. And until next time, keep your focus sharp, stay curious, and let the notes linger. I'll see you in the next frame.